Hi everyone, welcome in this new video tutorial. We are going to build this section here on the top today by using Bricks Builder and AutomaticCSS. Check the description of this video to have more information on my setup. So let's start right away. The first thing I would go with is the section. So click on section, click then on container. With container selected, I would go on display, grid, and just grid template columns. I would go with 2 columns in this way. And then I would also add some gap here. So let's go with XL, for example. And once you did this, I would go and add with the plus button 2 blocks, 1 and 2. If you now get here on the structure, you have block and block. Okay, I'm going to rename those like block left and block right. Okay, so click on block left and we will be adding our text. So by clicking on plus element, I would go on heading. With heading selected here, we are going to rename this, and I would go and take the same quality over quantity. Dot. And of course, you can also change the style and then go on typography and change the sizing. Of course, if you want quantity at the bottom, just add a BR here to make sure these get to the bottom. Okay, great. So this is done, right? So now we have the text on the right. So let me see. Text on the right, plus button. So you need to make sure to click on block right this time with the plus button. Check for the rich text. Okay, I'm going to add some custom text. I mean some random text here. Paragraph. Let's say 2, and let's see what it gets. Okay, now 1, and we will put in like 20 or even 30. Okay, let's see if 30 is good. Okay, and yeah, so looks good. If I go to the design, looks very similar. Okay, so now we have to add those 2 images and a background, right? So once you've done that, we are going to close this, the first container, and click on section plus button and add a new container. So search for container here. We added a new container, right? And this, I would call it container images. And with container images selected, go on display, grid, and then here grid template columns, just add 2 as we did before. And now I'm going to add plus button and just add 2 blocks again, 1 and 2. So if I open up block left image, block right image, click on the block left image, plus button, search for image, edit. Oops, I pinned the element, sorry. Let me get to the image again. Maybe here you go. Okay, so we added 1 image here. And then this image, we call it, like, I usually rename everything just to make sure image left. And then with image left selected, you can go and select the image and of course choose the image you want. As you can see, we added the first image. And then what we need to do here is to actually add also some spacing on the top, because if you check the design, they have some spacing on the top and this one not. So we need to make this effect work. And I usually go on the block, and with the block selected, go on style, and on spacing, on the layout spacing, padding, and you can just add some padding. I will try to make it a little bit big like that. And then the image is also very big, so you can select the image left, and then on width you can just choose a sizing, like you can go on 20 EM or even more. Okay, let's say 30 EM, okay, for this example. And right, so we did that. We added the image here, and now we need to add also this image here. So as you can see, the images are taking the full column. Looks like it's side to side. So you could also actually do this. So you select the image, okay, and instead of 30 EM, you can say 100%. It takes all the space, but we are going to fix this very quickly in a moment. So once you set up this thing here, you can actually, copy this and paste it here. Okay, so now we have the two images, as you can see, and one image is at the bottom and the other image not. So this is the effect we want to achieve. I can replace this image by clicking on it in content and just, replace with a different image. Perfect. Then I would go and change the spacing between the two elements. So I would go on the container images. You can close it to understand where we are. So we are container images, go on gap, right click, and you can add like an XXL if you wish of spacing between the two, or XL, you can choose whatever you want. I would go with an XL because it's aligned to the text on the top, I prefer. And then we have this effect, right? So now we need to add the spacing between the two, and you can do it by clicking on the section. With the section selected, you could go on a row gap, and here on row gap, add a spacing. I would go with XXL so that we have the spacing, right? And now we need to play around with the background. So the background here is this dark color. I will use a random dark color that I have here saved. So section selected, style, go on the background. Let me find the background. Here you go. And then you can choose a background color. Perfect. Of course, once you got the background, go and change the color of the text. So with this text selected, go on typography, color, and go on text color, or your preferred color, and just do the same thing to the other one. Perfect. And now we have the structure here. Then we need to remove the, some background space here. So go on the section and layout. First of all, the padding. Okay, I have those default padding on the main section. You can remove by typing in 0 at the bottom. And then now we actually need to, to have that white, like the example here, to have the content going up actually. So this one is the trickiest part, because there is different way to do that. And let's see how we can do that right away. First, I would click here, or maybe I would click here and see if margin, let's see. Okay, so this one is not working. Let me see if I can do with this one. Margin less 20. Okay, it's actually this one. So you need to click on container image and start typing negative and, a number. I would go with negative 10 EM. Okay, and this basically solved the problem. Or negative 20 if you want to make it a little bit more, more similar to this, as you can see. Okay, great. So of course, the structure was really easy to do, was quick. What you actually need to do later is basically add some, some margin here, like because of this, touching. If you add a new section, the problem is that section will go here. So you can also add some margin here, like 20 EM. Okay, and if I add a new section, let me close these and let me add a new section just for testing. The section now it's here. Okay, so if I just color the section, you can understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so as you can see, we added this section, and the section is not going underneath this content because we added the margin. So if I go on layout, make sure we have 20 margin, because if I remove this margin, as you can see now, the section goes underneath the image. So, margin 20 EM, depending on, the width. So I'm going to remove this as we just checked the example. And of course, if you feel this whole thing is too large, just click on the section here, go on width, and just, choose a different width. Okay. Okay, so in this case, for example, we did it wrong, right? Because I changed the width to the whole section. Now we have those white things. So let me remove the width here and let me go on the container. So it's actually the container that need to change the width so that we can keep the background. So container, width, and I will go with, an XL, for example. And the other container, the image container, with XL. Okay, now it looks a little bit better, more similar to this one. And yeah, you're good to go. Okay, so now we need to add this little SVG, I think, these little dots here. So I'm using SVG, of course, to add that. So go on block right image, click on the plus button, SVG, click on SVG here. Now he's adding the SVG here at the bottom. I will click this and just drag it on the top. And with SVG selected, just choose your SVG, in this case the dots. Okay, so here the dot is not actually showing, probably because I need to refresh. Let me save and refresh. Sometimes this could be an issue, and as you can see now it's showing. Okay, great. So I would click on the dot here and change the width of it. So let me try and just use XS, for example. Now it's smaller, it's great. I can also change the fill color. Okay, so I can right click on it and just choose like text light color. Okay, now it's white, we can see it. And now we need to position it. So here is the trickiest part. To position this, I usually go with something like that. I would select the SVG, go on style, and then on layout, you can go and choose, first of all, I want it on the right, so I can click flex, align self, end, okay? And then I would go and choose, let me see, the position to relative. On the top, I would type in like 60, okay, or, whatever you want. And right, I would go with, let me try -20. It's a little bit too much. -60. Okay, -60 is okay. And here we can go with -120. Oh, sorry. 120. And now, as you can see, we position this correctly. And the coolest part is this is responsive, is keeping, it keeps on the image. So now what we need to do is, of course, fix the whole thing for responsive. Okay, once done this, to do that, okay, you can go on the tablet version, and as you can see, looks pretty good. The only thing I see here is the fact that the image does not have the same spacing. This probably because this one now is getting this space, I guess. Let me try and drag it to the bottom. Yeah, so basically, oops, this one is taking the space here. And to fix that, you need to click on the SVG and go on margin and just type in -20, for example, or -40, whatever. Just check the spacing. I would go with a negative like 8 EM or -4. Okay, something like that. -4 EM, and it would actually solve the issue, right? So if I get here now, as you can see, everything works fine. Okay, so here on the mobile version, we need to fix it because there is an issue, and we are going to do that very quickly. So okay, so once done that, if you're okay with the final result, what we can do is to actually make sure it's fully responsive. So here for me looks good, no changes. Here for me looks good, no changes at all. And then if you get here on the mobile, that's the issue now that we are getting. Sorry. So here we need to click on the container, the first container, and first thing I would go on content and just make it one column like this. Okay. And then the other thing is that I would go on the section, or in this case on the container, I guess, and go on style. Nope, not the container. Let me check. Yeah, it's probably, wait. Okay, it's the container images. We need to change this to negative 15 EM, okay, or whatever you want, because here depends on the images, right? So look at this. So now, as you can see, we have now the background getting here. We can also say like -8 to make it more better. This item, we can change the width of this. So if you go on content, you can actually change the width to something smaller if you want, or you know, make one column and have the two images. But I think that this looks good. The only thing I would do here is the spacing between the two elements. So I would go on container image and then go on a gap. I would change the gap to XS, okay, or S, just to have a better spacing between the two elements. And as you can see now, it looks better. And if you want to, you know, reduce the space here between the two container, click on the section and then go on row gap, right click, and just, you know, change this to something like XS if you prefer. So now look at this, looks great. Let's say I want to make this smaller, okay, click on it, width, I have XX already, so I would go like with the EM, maybe this time something like, I don't know, 3 EM or 4, 5, 6, okay, 6 EM. The thing is that if you want to fix the mobile and positioning in a particular way, you really need to play around, because as you see, I added 6 EM, but if I try to add 4 EM, it gets smaller. But here you need to go then on the style and, you know, play around with the stuff, with the margin. Like here is not anymore -4, but you could type in -2 EM. Okay, and then if you want this one to change the position, you need to play around with those values here. Like top would be probably 80, and then right would be probably -40 or something like that, or minus, like, you know, 50 or 20 if you want to see it more. Another thing I would do, so to make this item actually work fine also on other resolution, for example, on the tablet, the issue here, you know, is this one. It's very common issue when we do those kind of things. There is different way to fix it actually. Maybe the easiest one is basically going on the main breakpoint here and tell this item, like on the margin right, I will get like a 5%. Okay, or something like that, a 5%, and then let's check now here. As you can see, we still have the problem. So we can also fix this by saying this, like you know, 10% on the right, so that it gets in. And as you can see, there is no scroll or horizontal scroll bar anymore. And if I get here and try to change this to something like a 5% or a 2% or 15%, okay, the scroll bar disappears. It still gives that cool effect. Okay, and then if you go on mobile, of course the mobile, you can just, you know, 5% maybe or something like that. And we solved actually the issue here. As you can see, now there is no scroll bar, it's not getting out of the section. Okay, that's all for this tutorial, guys. I hope that was useful, and subscribe to the channel, comment below if you have any question, and of course, like button if you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Bye.